Hi, it's Regan with Emora Designs, and I am back to share with you another project. One of my last videos I showed you the swap mini that I had made for Mari, and what I did is I cut out some of the Baroque shapes from the Tim Holtz die, and I used all of the scraps. Well, no, I didn't use all of them. I could probably make a whole nother mini with the rest of them, but I used the scraps from my project with Mari, minus the ribbon and stuff, on this mini album. And this mini album is going to go to Karen at Scrap and Blessings as a thank you for her very sweet and generous rack that she sent to me and my girls. And so I hope you like it, Karen, because this is for you. I used my Crop-A-Dile to punch the holes for the binding, and this is just some binding that I had cut. I cut a journal apart, and this is what I have from it. On the Baroque die, I cut it. It's like this on the other side, over here. And I just took my cutter and I cut it right down there so that the rounded edges would be where I could bind the book. So I actually cut it down, so it is a mini. But I thought that maybe she could like keep it in her purse or keep it at work or, you know, something like that. So anyways, I tied some ribbons on here, and then this is some like suede. And then I added a jump ring and attached a little fragment charm. And then I did the Tim Holtz hardware with the Shrink-A-Dinks and made a key again. And then I also did the lock. This is the Tim Holtz lock using the same technique that I told you about on Mari's mini album. And did the feathers like I did on my Father's Day photo stand. And then this is a Tim Holtz stamp. I just stamped Enjoy the Journey and used Vintage Photo Distress ink, not distress ink, sorry, embossing powder, and embossed it, and then I inked it with Tattered Rose and then black. And then this is a Stampin' Up stamp. I stamped flourishes and then embossed them in gold. I also stamped a script stamp in the background. So this is the, I think this is the Life's Journey paper from K&Company. The first page I covered with paper, and then I added this little raffle ticket. It says Crazy Quilt Raffle. And I took out my sewing machine and sewed around the edge right here. And then I roughed it up and inked it, and then added some buttons with some thread in the buttons and glued them on. And she can tuck a photo behind there. And then on this page, I had some tan zipper, and so I just stapled it on the ends and then glued it down just on the ends, and then I just made her some really simple tags. Oh, I also inked this up a little bit with some brown to grunge it up. I just did like a script, stamp, journal, and then a butterfly with some swirls, and then the back. These have journaling spots as well, and this one's blank. So this page, this is a picked photo of a lady that I got off of one of the ephemera blogs, and I don't know which one right off the top of my head, so I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. I don't know if you can see her. She's actually, I had to tilt her because I wanted to cover the bottom, and she is a pocket. So Karen can put some tags or photos back there if she wants. Then I added a frosted Prima flower with a pearl in the middle. And I inked this in some Stampin' Up ink, and I don't remember what color. Then I added a packaging sheet, and I didn't do anything to it. I think I'm going to leave that for her. She had mentioned that she doesn't have a lot of time to scrapbook, so I wanted to give her a scrapbook or a mini album that was already made that she could add, you know, just photos or journaling or just little things too, so like she can decorate this page. And then this is some of the book page that I had torn off from one of the pages on Mari's, and I had left over, so I used the scrap so I didn't waste any of it, and glued it down, inked it and glued it down, added some little brown pearls at the top. This is a Stampin' Up punch of the bird, and I just glued the branch down and then added some black feathers to his wing and added a little pearl for his eye, and then she can, I think the leaves are loose too. No, just a little bit. So she can put a photo behind the bird. And I really like this paper right here. I like the color. And then this is map in the background, and then I just put, stamped this. This was actually going to be on the cover, but it was too big. So I used it here. It's embossed with Vintage Photo Distress Embossing Powder by Tim Holtz, and it's a Tim Holtz stamp. And then I just grunged it up, tore it, distressed the edges, inked it. And then if she wanted to put some, like, small tags, like little journaling tags like this, or tickets, she can fit them back there. And then I got out my Stampin' Up! Envelope, scallop envelope die for the Big Shot, and I cut out an envelope using the vintage bags. And then I just punched a scallop border and folded it in half and just glued it to where, like, the bag starts, like, right here. That way I had this section, I don't know if you can see that. The bag starts, like, right here. And then I have this section for the binding, so that way I don't punch through the envelope. So she actually has plenty of room to put, you know, some little, she can put some mementos in there, or a photo, or a journaling mat, or whatever in there. And I double layered it too, so that it would be, you could see the pack, or sorry, I can't talk. The vintage bags on both sides. So then there's the back. She could add a photo. And then on the last page, I had this fleur-de-lis cut out from my Cricut, just like laying around. Hadn't used it. So it was gray, and I inked it up with some black ink around the edges, and then kind of made it smoky looking. And then I put crackle accents over it and added a pearl in the middle. And then this is loose so that she can put a photo behind it. And then the back just says, handmade because you're worth it, my name, the date, and Emora Designs. And so it was a quick mini. I started it that night that I finished Mari's album, and glued down all the pages, and the next day I decorated it, and last night I added the ribbon and finished the tags, and it was done. So it went really fast. But I hope she likes it. I think it turned out really pretty, and I hope that Karen likes it. And my daughter also made her a thank you card, so we will be sending her a couple things. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.